The Sports Buffet podcast was spun off Talking High School Sports, a radio show that debuted on AM 1000 WKDE in Alta Vista. We then took our talents to mypodcast.com, and when that site folded, we brought it to youtube.com. So anything that we've done in the past, we still have for the most part, and we're going to bring it to you on our podcast site here on YouTube. So here is a flashback from the old days of Talking High School Sports and the Sports Buffet podcast. One-on-one with Bob Alvis, we decided to get in the pool, but not really. We did it on land. We took a swimming coach, though, Mr. Rob Quel, EC Glass head coach, joined me on the Sports Buffet podcast for a little one-on-one with Bob Alvis. 11 questions you don't hear every day, and 10 of them you probably don't want to hear. But here's Rob Quel, good sport, to go one-on-one with Bob Alvis right here on the Sports Buffet podcast.
We go into the pool, but not really. It's on land. Rob Quel, the head coach of EC Glass Swimming, joining us for one-on-one with Bob Alvis. Now, Coach, these are probably 11 questions that you have never heard in your life in terms of an interview. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right. Number one, your hidden talent.
My hidden talent. I used to sing in high school and act. I had a little scholarship in college to act, not to swim.
You want to belt out a couple bars of anything?
No, not right now.
Number two, your diehard sports team.
It's got to be the Steelers. Grew up in Pittsburgh, and the Penguins, number two. We don't really claim the Pirates anymore. We've divorced ourselves from them. But especially right now going into the Super Bowl, absolutely the Steelers.
Question number four should be real interesting then when we get there. But question number three is, stuck on a desert island and you can have 3 foods with you. What do you have? It can either be staple or dishes.
Okay.
I mean,
All right, I'm thinking. Pizza's got to be one. Peanut butter and jelly, because you have a lot of different food groups there involved. And I guess bananas are a fruit that I couldn't really get bored with.
Right, yeah, and if you have a tree that has a banana,
there you go. You're set. Yep.
You can just shake it and it'll come down. Number four, Super Bowl pick to win.
Oh, it's got to be the Steelers.
Is that a heart pick or a head pick?
Both.
Okay.
I think if they get the running game going like they did against the Jets, they'll keep it out of Aaron Rodgers' hand. The only thing I'm really worried about is Pouncey. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to play. And that's a big loss for us because he's an all-pro rookie looking really good.
Question number 5, best Valentine's Day gift to give to a girlfriend or spouse.
Oh, awesome. Okay. When I first started dating my wife, I made chocolate-covered roses, and I wrapped the stems, I wrapped the sticks like they were on lollipops, and I wrapped the sticks in the green paper to make them look like stems, and then I laid them in a big flower box. So I made a dozen chocolate-covered roses.
That's creative. I gotta give you that one. That's very creative. Number 6, favorite movie based on a water theme.
Oh, there was one filmed in Pittsburgh with Bruce Willis where he was a police officer. He was on the river, striking distance. Yeah, that was it. I like that one.
Number 7, your dream concert. And you can have 3 bands or artists perform. Who's on stage?
Right. The Who.
Okay.
Meatloaf. Wow, the third one would be really tough. Let's make it really interesting and throw in Amy Grant in the old-time Christian person.
I like that. That's definitely a different concert. Number 8, your favorite book.
Count of Monte Cristo. I know it sounds kind of dark, but I like all the different revenge, and the less abridged version is way better because there's even more intricacies and serious thinking that goes on to try and catch people into things that they are their most deepest vice.
Okay.
He tries to use against them. It's really cool.
Number 9, your favorite all-time swimmer.
Well, see, you would say Michael Phelps because because of all his recent success. But then you have all the embarrassing things that have happened to him, so you really don't want to talk about him. The most fun name, and she was really good when I was growing up, was Sippy Woodhead. I like Sippy Woodhead. But Rowdy Gaines has one of the greatest stories where he went out partying and couldn't remember where his hotel was, and so he ended up sleeping in the back of his truck right before a meet and came out and swam one of the best relay splits of all time after sleeping in his truck all night after a party.
Was the truck in the parking lot of
the truck was in the parking lot of the pool, yeah.
I was going to say, if not, and of course he now does the commentary.
Yeah, now he does the commentary. So, but I guess getting drunk before a meet and smoking and getting put on the internet, I don't know.
Yeah.
Which one's worse?
we don't encourage any of that.
No, not at all.
Number 10, your dream car.
My dream car. I always thought it would be really fun, being from the north and not being a redneck. I always thought it would be really fun to have like a giant truck with a big 4-door quad cab and like an almost monster truck kind of stuff. And I thought that would be a lot of fun to go back up and impress my friends.
Maybe even funner would be just to drive Bigfoot.
Oh, there you go. There you go. But it would have to be family car because I got the family, so I'd have to put kids in the back.
Customize it.
There you go.
We can add a few seats. And number 11, 3 things you would like to do before you leave the earth. Your bucket list, so to speak.
I think I'd like to go to Australia.
Okay.
I'd like to try to parachute, skydive.
Okay.
I'm thinking,
Now, if you went to Australia, of course, you could meet the greatest Australian swimmer.
We don't talk about him. We don't like him. Go to Australia, skydive, and I think I'd like to go to France.
Okay.
Travel a lot.
How come the France and the skydive?
Well, I took some French in high school, and all the different. You've got the Mediterranean and the beaches, and then you've got Paris and one of those famous cities. Skydiving, I've been a big thrill seeker.
Okay.
I always kid the kids when we watch on the Travel Channel, like my dream trip that I could probably afford would be just to leave Lynchburg, go out and go to King's Dominion, and then go to Williamsburg and ride all the cool roller coasters there. And then we could go back to Pittsburgh and go to Kennywood Park and ride roller coasters there. And then we could go to Cedar Point in Ohio and ride roller coasters. And so, like, if you do that and you watch all the Travel Channel shows on roller coasters, you get like 4 of the top 10 in North America. And so, big thrill seeker.
I like that.
Skydiving would be the ultimate thrill-seeking thing.
Well, it's been a thrill for me, Coach, to have you on One-on-One with Bob Alvis, and every time you talk to Rich Roth, that's also taking your life into your own hands. So definitely appreciate it, and good luck to EC Glass Swimming.
All right, thank you very much. This was fun.
Rob Quel on the Sports Buffet Podcast.